All right, so if you live in the California area, specifically the Fresno, California area, and you drive a Charger, a Challenger, or Trackhawk, and your car was recently stolen, I got a feeling I know where it's at. The Fresno Police Department identified over 75 stolen vehicles at this garage, with the total value north of $3 million. High performance vehicles include Hellcat Chargers, Hellcat Challengers, Durango Hellcats, Infinities, Trackhawks, and Chevy Camaros. The bust has resulted in 7 arrests and 110 felony accounts. That's 110 felony accounts. 2 suspects remain at large, not hundreds, but over thousands of Hellcat Mopar parts were recovered at the garage, along with 10 firearms and a handful of short barrel rifles. So if your Hellcat, Scat Pack, Charger, Challenger, Trackhawk, Durango was stolen in the California area, I'm pretty sure it's here. $3 million of it. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout360 here with another video, man. So you can tell them in a house that makes us a house vlog. You know what's going down and come around. Let's get into it. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, police chases, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So boom, let me go ahead and get you guys in tune to exactly the type of foolishness that I'm looking at here. All right, so boom, let's start at the top. Police bust $3 million chop shop ring specializing in Hellcat and Trackhawk parts. $3 million chop. Do you know how many Hellcats and Scat Packs that has to be to equate that number? $3 million worth of chop shop parts specializing in Hellcat and Trackhawk parts. You know, like I know that the Jeep Grand Cherokee, Trackhawk, and Dodge Hellcats are some of the most stolen vehicles in the U.S. right now, even as it pertains right now. They're no longer being sold, but they're still some of the most stolen. If you're one of the unlucky folks who have had their high-powered Mopar muscle car stolen in the past few years and you're in the California area, 9 times out of 10, it ended up in the chop shop in Huntington Park, California. Now, let's look at it. All in all, the Fresno Police Department says that they have identified over 75 stolen vehicles. 75. Let that sink in. At a garage, as well as a second location in Fresno. So they got 2 locations with a total value north of $3 million. That's north of $3 million, not south, north. So we're talking about 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. In a Facebook post, police said that they found high-performance vehicles, including Chargers, Challengers, Durangos, Infinities, Trackhawks, and Chevy Camaros. Infinities? That's kind of random. I don't know why they're stealing Infinities, but whatever. There's nothing too shocking here, including the fact that the bust resulted in 7 arrests and 110 felony counts so far, which means there probably will be more. 110 felony counts. 2 suspects remain at large. From the pictures, it looks like it's not hundreds, but thousands of parts that have been recovered, including 10 firearms and a handful of short barrel rifles. I want you to look. Matter of fact, just look at it. I'm not even going to look at this. This looks like a graveyard. Tell me this does not look like a graveyard. Tell me this doesn't look like where Chargers and Challengers go to die. Each and every last one of these Hellcats, 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 Hellcats. I see a Chevy. Hellcats, Hellcats, SRT, SRT, SRT. These were people's cars, bro. Stolen. This is a graveyard. This is where Mopars go to die. Look at the dashboards. Look at all of these flat bottom steering wheels, indicating that it's a SRT. Hellcat, Hellcat. This is probably a Scat. Hellcat, Hellcat, Hellcat dashboard. Look at all the seats, the door, interior linings. Look at the wheels. They got shit just outside chilling, bro. Let's see here. The Fresno Police Department didn't mention a location for where these carried out all of their car-based thievery. It could have been local to Fresno in all of California or possibly across the country. Imagine if your shit gets stolen in North Carolina, but somehow or another your steering wheel ended up in Fresno, California. I'm sure more information will come out soon. In 2023, the California Highway Patrol said that 51.7% of the state's car thefts happened in Southern California. So Southern California, probably not where you want to live if you've got a nice car. It was followed by the Bay Area, which was 21.6%, and Central Valley, 11.9%. That just so happens to be where Fresno is located. Car theft seems to be a really hot activity right now. Last July, we were told that about a car theft ring that stole 400 vehicles from a dealership. Obviously, we've also got the Kia Boys fiasco. Yep, they're still doing what they do best or worse. Police also found Chevy Camaros and a few Infinities hiding out. I don't know why people are still in Infinities, but maybe there's a reason behind that. A good amount of cash, guns, Chargers, Challengers, Durangos, Trackhawks. That sounds par for the course for our cars. That sounds par for the course when it comes to our cars. Big operation by the Fresno Police Department. Shout out to Fresno Police. I don't know what happens to all these parts, man. So, I mean, what I'll tell you guys, and I think I've said this before. I said this about another person that was doing stolen Hellcat parts. I get hit up all the time in the DMs for Instagram pages like this, right? Where it's nothing but SRT parts. It'll be like an SRT door. It'll be SRT rims, Brembos, trunk lids, hoods, Hellcat engines, obviously, dashboards, just random shit. And they want me to repost their Instagram page. They want me to spread the word that if you're looking for seats, Hellcat seats, this is the people to come to. One of them was up north. I think it was in Michigan or New Jersey, New York. It was up north. I remember one. No, definitely Michigan. It was definitely Michigan because they had a whole yard full of nothing but SRT parts out there. And they would constantly DM me. And I mean, like every 2 or 3 days, every time I put up a video, they would DM me and say, hey, man, we got these SRT parts. We got these scat parts. We got emblems. We got wheels. We got Brembos. We got everything. If you know anybody that needs some SRT seats, who the fuck would, like, who would I know that would need that? If you need somebody that, you know somebody that needs some SRT headrests, let me know. I got you covered. I never responded. And I damn sure never reposted because I knew what it was. It's a chop shop. These are stolen parts, and you're trying to use big content creators in the Dodge community to sell them. And you think I'm stupid, like as if somebody's not watching my page. Like I'm quite sure that at this point, some official agency is probably watching my page as well as my YouTube channel, making sure that all of my shit is legal and I'm not out here promoting, illegal cars or whatever the case may be, illegal activity. So it's like, bro, you got to think I'm stupid. And then that chop shop that was tagging me from Michigan, they actually got broken up a couple years ago by police and something similar to this. Not nearly this big, but something similar to this. I can't tell you how many times I get tagged, I get hit up about these chop shops, and it's just random parts. Hellcat Charger trunk lid, Hellcat Charger gas lid. You know what I'm saying? Just stupid shit. And it's like, where would you even find something like that? Like, you can't convince me that that shit's not stolen. Clearly, you stole that man's car and chopped it from head to toe. And now you're trying to sell off these parts and you're using creators to push your message. But I mean, this is exactly what these shops look like. Like, look at all these dashboards. You know, all they're going to do is hit this shit with a little bit of water. Well, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you say, hey, I got a Chrysler 300, let's be honest here. I got a Chrysler 300 and I want to swap a Hellcat engine into it. And I want the SRT pages and SRT dashboard and all that shit. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's all of them. There are a lot of people out there that go to eBay, that go to Dodge dealership and they buy the Hellcat crate. I'm not saying that's everybody, but come on now. You already know what time it is, man. But look at this. This is literally where SRTs go to die. Like $3 million worth of Hellcat parts. That's a lot of damn cars. 75 vehicles were identified. 75. North of $3 million as far as the value is concerned. 7 arrests, 110 felony charges. These are different sources that I'm giving you here. So, I mean, bear with me. 2 suspects are still at large. You know what I mean? Chargers, Challengers, Durangos, Trackhawks, Chevy Camaros, and unnamed Infinity models. I don't know I don't know why I keep saying Infinities, but more than $3 million worth of parts, bro. Dodge muscle cars were the most stolen vehicles from 2020 to 2022 model. Oh, those are for the 2020 and 2022 model years. Theft claims for the Charger Hellcat were more than 60 times more frequent than average for all of 2020 and 2022 models. The Hemi-powered Charger and Challenger models have been among the top 5 most stolen vehicles since 2011. Since 2011, the Hemi-powered Charger and Challenger have been the most stolen cars in America. You would think Dodge would sit back and say, you know what? I should probably put some security on these cars. Nope. They just gave us bigger superchargers and bigger wheels. Still looking for 2 other people. I'm not going to mention their name. But yeah. If you are in the California area and your Charger Challenger was stolen, there's a good chance that your car, or at least the parts that were in your car, was at this chop shop. Like, look at this. Tell me this doesn't look like a graveyard. This picture right here with all of these trunk backs, all these trunks right here, trunk lids. You can't tell me that doesn't look like a graveyard. Now imagine if you was online and you like, you know what? I need a, what color is this? Smoke show gray, Charger, trunk lid. And you hit them up on Instagram and say, yeah, I want that one. They're going to hit that with a little bit of water, put it in a box, put it on UPS. Goodbye. Charlotte, North Carolina, 3-day shipping. That's wild, man. That's wild. But, you know, I'm glad they shut this shit down, man. I just don't know. What are they going to do with all these parts? Do they get sold? Do they get sent back to Dodge? Like, what do you do with all these parts? I don't know. 110 felony counts. 7 people arrested. 7 people, and you got to divide up 110 felony counts? Yeah, those guys are going to jail for a little while, man. They're going to have to take a serious sit down. Chop shop ring busted for stealing $3 million in Chargers, Challengers, and other muscle cars, cops say. Yeah, so that's the stuff that's going on. Even in 2025, when they're no longer making these cars, they're still stealing them. So if I were you, you already know where I'm going. Get yourself some security, man. CarLock. Vibration detection, engine detection, start-stop detection, GPS, 24-hour GPS. I mean, I've got all of my cars at this point have CarLock. You know what I'm saying? You can see it right there. You see that app and the boom right there? That's CarLock. You know what I mean? I'm not just pushing it. I actually use it. And believe it or not, it's extremely sensitive, like ridiculously sensitive. So if I were you guys, I would get some security so that your car doesn't end up in Fresno, California at a chop shop. Seen your boy Knockout 360. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. Peace.